Hi girls, it's Jenny from Planner Perfect, and in today's video, we're gonna be going over last year's planners and journals and some of my journaling I did a couple years back, and this was last year. So I wanted to kind of go through memory lane since we're going up into fall again. Girls, is this not outrageous? Pink Lily, I'll link them down below. It's everything, okay? So I wanted to share with you, since we are heading into fall right now, we all can't wait, we're all excited. And I've just been already painting my October books and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna share my planners and journals from previous years. Let's go. Okay, welcome back, you guys. I had my fall last year in Jade, and Arabella here are croc, which is absolutely gorgeous. These are in our store now, but gosh, which one do I show first? I know that I've shown some of them before intermittently and things, and I decided that this year I am definitely going to start journaling and painting in my journal, and more like you do one side where you write and journal, and the other side you can paint or be creative or, you know, use whatever things you want. I am going to be talking about the morning flow method, and stay tuned for that because there's it's going to be not what you think. So be staying for that video. Hold on tight for that video because it's going to be really, really great for ideas, your creative and your creative life. So this is Jade in wide. This is actually an out and about, and as you can tell by how chunky it is, this is why this is just so inspiring, because you just go back on your life and it's beautiful, and it really brings joy and gratitude, you know. And I created the out and about for a woman on the go who wants to put her card slots in here, her cards in here. There's a wallet zipper, type of wallet zipper, pockets here, more on the back. But this is also really a great traveler's notebook to use to hold more tip-ins, die cuts, and such. So these are my die cuts that I offered years back, and we stopped doing them because we needed to find another someone who could work with us on these. So this is my artwork on die cuts, and I love die cuts. So believe you me, I will be bringing these back, and I know I've said I would, but it doesn't mean that just because it ain't here yet that I ain't gonna. So I am bringing back my die cuts. This is more complicated than what I thought without making them, myself on a die cut machine. So it's just a little bit more complicated. So I'm figuring those things out of how I can get these kind of mass bulked and produced. And so pray for me. So anyway, all I know is that when I go to God and ask him, Lord, help me get my artwork on these, or do this for me. I mean, he really just shows me the way, and it's really kind of effortless. So I have no worries on that. It'll come. And so look at how beautiful this is. And so this was last year's girl. This was the journal. And so I'm just going to kind of take you through my journal. And then I had my planner. And then this was the journal for, I think, October. And then, yeah, October's planner. So I'm just going to go through it. One of the things I love doing, and I've been doing for a while now, is like distressing my pages and either just putting some artwork on it, or sometimes even using white script in the background of either just some journaling or some beautiful quotes across. I plan on doing a video on how I do these kind of pages, so stay tuned for that. Sometimes I'll just cover a page for visual interest. Where there's no vision, the people perish. And so I kind of just did some journaling here. if there is something in your life that you're struggling with right now that is not being removed by rebuking it, by using your authority in Jesus' name, then, you know, God allows certain things to be in our lives to grow our character, to draw us back to Him, to also build us up for our calling and our purpose, to refine us. So trust in the Lord and wait, because He's doing a big thing for you. So how you handle the problem is really how you're going to get out of the problem. So just remember that and have trust in the process. love to look back on the month in review at the back of all my planners, where I really pull from and extract what I learned. You know, when you live an intentional life with the method, you are you're growing and learning. You're not just living, you know, from day-to-day tasks. You actually are a goal-driven, calling and purpose-driven woman. And so I just learned, and this is going to be personal, but I take away from it, you know, I was talking about being grateful for certain things where maybe I wasn't, things that I would do with my children more, how I mentally handled things, and how maybe I improved on some things, and what I'd want to pull over into the next month. So I love having a month in review, because you can look back and kind of reflect on it and say, you know, wow, this was a beautiful, beautiful month. And I think I'll do this a little differently and tweak this here and always do this, and at least for the time being. And that's how I use the month in review. So what a beautiful, beautiful fall last year. So this one here is more, this was a little while ago, but still cherished. And I absolutely love having it on my shelf. I kind of like even having them face out like this. So I plan on having lots of these stacked for, you know, throughout all these years, you know. And I've seen someone do it, and I'm going to do it too, but I'm going to stamp the year on the side. So I'm going to, you know, it'll say what year this is from. And won't that be cool? So then when they're even stacked like this, you'd have the year stamped on the bottom. So when it's closed, it'd be stamped. When you open it, obviously it breaks apart. But so stay tuned for that, because I'll have to show that on my IG. I plan on putting the year. So this one is also an out and about, and I don't have anything in here. But oh yeah. So this was 2018. And this is, I mean, I recorded everything. And this was a movie I took the kids to go see, Smallfoot, and we loved it. I put the tickets. This was, boy, Waylon's birthday. So that was fun. This is when my daughter got married to her husband. Madeline got married, one of my daughters, October 7th, 2018. So I put all of that in there. There's all my children in that little picture there, which I rarely get all my children in one place, so that was fun. All 8 of them. And here was another, we went to go see Goosebumps, so I drew Slappy. This is kind of cute. There's Waylon at the pumpkin patch. I want to gobble him up. Waylon. My apple of my eye, let me tell you, my grandbaby. But now I've got Wes, so I've got 2 apples of my eye, okay? Here he is. This was his first pumpkin patch. And see how I decorated that. I think I did this in my fans group. If Lucy watches this, you'll have to let me know if I did. But I think I did. Bella's. At least some of it. I didn't do it with Lucy, but this is when I kind of did it on my own. So this, because my son, one of my sons loves LSU, and I forget who this guy is, who's number 9. If you guys know who it is, let me know. I'm sure it's written in here somewhere. But I almost wanted to paint this for him and put it on his wall, because he just loved it so much. And so I drew it. And then I kind of put down my favorites that I was using at the time for makeup and skincare. Oh, apple jelly day. I made apple jelly. That was always, I've been doing it for so long, I can't even count the days. 15 years. Every single September, October, I would make my apple jelly. And in September, when I I would always pick my apples first at the orchard, and then I would, you know, I'd render them down and get the juice, and I would even just save the juice until it was ready, and then I would make the jelly. This is when I did a plant-based diet for a while. And I talked about it and all of that. But here's Flappy Bird. My kids had an obsession with this, and they played all of the time. It was absolutely nuts. Everybody was on their phones playing Flappy Bird. And I think then Flappy Bird, the guy took it down. It was right before he took it down. So, looks like we're landing on Halloween again. Yep. Look at how fun. And we always do mummy pizzas with my homemade pizza. There's Waylon, my baby Blaine. And there's I love this Scarecrow. This makes me want to just cry, because I had a fall festival every year and my children grew up. And so I had painted this, exact one, and I did pin the nose on the Scarecrow for all their friends. And Happy New Year, 2020. Wow. And so here is just the left of that. So I'll kind of not take too long on these. I like these kind of things in there sometimes. It's fun. We went to go see Wreck-It Ralph Thanksgiving Day 2018, and I know I cried so hard in this movie. This was probably one of the cutest movies of all time, and I'm not even kidding. When he sends a virus and, oh my gosh, his insecurities are detected. I tell you what, it's the most beautiful movie. I played on a loop on this house, whether the kids want to see it or not. And here I just did, because I was vegan, I was just loving up vegetables and stuff, and I painted them. And I don't do vegan anymore because it is easy to become deficient in it, and I just don't want to play with that. And I don't want to have to try to remember to take certain things, and I want to get my nutrients from my food mainly. And so I stick with the very whole foods diet. And Waylon. So this was my Christmas planner. We have this planner for sale in our store. I'll link. So I have all of their the gift recipient, and then I have gift ideas and stocking stuffers, and I do that. That's how I set it up. It was just from all the years of having all my children and just doing this on my own on paper, I decided to create one, and this has just been the best way for me to organize 8 kids and what I want for them. So I give the name and the gift. The gift lists are here, and then it goes into each individual person, and I left plenty of room. And so it's the person, gift recipient, gift ideas, and stocking stuffers. I just love it. So it takes you through, and of course I have 8 kids. I want to make sure it at least fit mine. And then I always felt it was best to shop by store. So I did stores to shop. And that way you know where to go online or in the store. So store, Amazon, and like a pet store, this one, Store Fanatics or Adidas.com, Victoria's Secret. I mean, it's just all these, American Eagle, Target. So it's that, and I just check off, and it's like done. Homemade with love. So different things I want to make homemade and for whom. So handmade and for who. And treats, holiday treats. The naughty list of who ain't getting it. So the nice list, who's going to be getting these treats. Kind of fun. So all the things you want to bake up, and who's on the nice list to receive them, and who's on the naughty list. I thought that was kind of cute addition. So this was my menu I had in here. And then this is more like a freestyle in this middle until you get to the center, which is your Christmas memories. So this is all your Christmas planning. And then you get over to here. So if you're having like, this was a master key list I did. I did epic holiday baking. So this is just whatever you want it to be. Christmas Day, what I wanted to do. So, and then in the middle, I had Christmas memories as a marker. And then on the other side is where you literally just count down your days, and you can use it as a memory keeper for the rest. And I don't even think I made it through the whole year on this, but I sure did try. We saw that Abominable movie over Christmas. We saw Toy Story 4. I think that must have came out. So I drew that. And then I think I kind of, yeah, I did. I prepped all my pages, but I didn't paint on them. And you know what? I don't feel anything wrong with, well, I did do this one because Jumanji came out, so I painted the horse. And there's the tickets. But I think I'll go back. Oh, and then of course I did the Grinch because the new Grinch, and I actually have a YouTube video on this, so you can check that out, how I actually draw the whole thing right in front of you on video. But this Grinch, the newer Grinch, has been such a family favorite for my grandbaby that I had to draw him because it was something that Waylon had to watch, like not even over Christmas, but also all year. So in the summer, he just loved it. So I had to draw the Grinch. And I love these vintage ephemera. And this was just before I did my Christmas book. I created my own. And so I just kind of December 3rd, December 4th. It's really memory kept. This is where I painted this live in my Facebook group, and then I just actually took this, and that's what created the, I put it on a cover. And there you have it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I loved going through it. I tell you what a treat to go back on these. I encourage you to when the journals that come in our boxes, let's begin our journaling again, and let's do it together. Who's in it with me? Comment below, let me know what you think, and let's journal together. Thanks, girls. Bye-bye.